I've been working on the door lock on this car. It's kind of messed up, and a minute ago I kind of pulled the panel off, and I thought I had it. And it seemed like it was working fine, and I went to shut the door, and it shut nice. I mean, before it wasn't even shutting, and then it shut, and then I couldn't get it open. I couldn't get it unlocked, and over there on the other side, I got that support for the roof kind of in the way of the door, so I had to get I got it open with this. My hula ho. Anyway, so I'm trying to find the schematics for the lock, and I was thinking about this guy that I've been watching, and it was, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years, before I ever started making videos. I just kind of lurked around and watched, and there was one guy that I kept seeing. A lot of people were subscribed to him, and every time he made a video, it was like to help people, and I mean, he never asked for anything, and I mean, really help people. I mean, not like fixing cars or whatever, but anyway, I was thinking about him, and I would go watch him, and sometimes you get some really bad comments from people, and I asked him one time, I said, hey, anyway, if you see that lock schematic, let me know, because I'm just kind of babbling. But I kind of asked him, I said, geez, doesn't seem like, it seems like, you get these comments and all you're really trying to do is help people. And he said, well, without those people, you wouldn't have anything to judge other people by, and it kind of made some sense. Anyway, I was just thinking about him. We have a little bit in common, I think, and it's just pretty cool. I don't know. Some people, when I was a kid growing up, my neighbor was paraplegic from Vietnam, and Bob never let anything stop him. If he wanted to go fishing, he got a fishing pole that had a button on it. So all he had to do was hit the button and it'd reel back in, and the word no was not in his vocabulary. And he was kind of an inspiration, because he had all the right to complain, but he didn't. And I don't know. That's inspirational to watch people like that. I've met a few in my life, and I remember them. Anyway, appreciate the people out there, and catch you later. I gotta find that schematic now. So I worked for this guy in Arizona, and a real great guy. He was like my boss. I'd have to say he was like a really good friend, you know what I mean? He was just a really great guy, and he used to say things to us like, you'll be judged on your workings, and we kind of laugh about it and say, yeah, man, my back hurts, that's how I'd be judged. And anyway, whenever we were slow, he would send us to his church, and we would work and do little projects around there, so we could fill in our time and get our 40 hours a week. And anyway, there was this lady there named Judy, and Judy was, man, she was a tough lady, and she was no bullshit, you know what I mean? She was a tough cookie, and I kind of liked her because of that, She didn't take no shit, and she said it straight out, what she wanted done, and that's just the way it was. And I don't know, I kind of like those kind of people. And I was talking to my boss one time, and he says, I said, yeah, John, I said, I like Judy down there. She's pretty cool. And I told him why. And he goes, that's funny because she said the same thing about you. We had went over to her house. We were installing some windows at her house, and in the backyard was a trailer, like you would have a race car in. And I didn't ask, but when her husband came home and I met him, I don't remember his name, unfortunately, and I said, let's say his name's Frank. I said, Frank, what you got in the trailer? And his eyes lit up, and he goes, you want to go see? And he took me out there, and he had like a 80 Malibu that he had a big block in, and it's pretty cool. It was a drag car, and he was racing, and come to find out, so did Judy. She used to race back in the 60s and stuff too. And I met one of our customers actually knew her and remembered her and her husband racing back in the day. And I just thought it was kind of funny, that we both, a lot of people look at me and they think, oh shit, this guy's an asshole. But, I'm not once you get to know me. But I don't like messing around when I'm working, you know what I mean? And she was that way, and I kind of liked her for it. And it's just weird. I was just thinking about my boss. And it's funny, when people older than you give you advice and they tell you things. And a lot of times you're strong-headed and you think, what do they know? But, they've been around a lot longer. And sometimes it's good to listen. And anyway, that was cool. Judy was she wasn't a nun, but she was a hard-nosed lady. I liked her.